G'day! Welcome back to Minecraft Down Under. This is episode 33. So guys, the last two episodes, we've been working pretty hard on the decorations for one of the sides. That's right, we chose the chicken farm side and we just went nuts and we slapped one block on there and it sort of changed everything, and then we started adding lights and leaves and people have suggested vines and wither skulls and all that flaming good stuff as well. Now it's obviously blended. It's blended right in with the chicken farm here. It's bloody brilliant all the way around. So she's 100% done on most sides. I do feel like it is missing a block, and I think some subscribers have already felt the same way. And I'm planning to go around, once we do the entire thing, I'm planning to go around and randomize, so it will change again. I'm planning to go randomize, so I'm going to knock out random blocks all over the structure and replace them with the mossy variant of the stone brick here. So that should obviously mix it up too. You'll see green in the walls and all sorts of stuff. And if we could make cracks, that would be awesome too, but you can't do that. Yeah, so flame and glow, the top area is done. Maybe vinyl too. Yeah, there's so much. But yeah, it took us a couple episodes, but it is now done. I did promise from now on, I'm going to try my best to start working on different wings, like replicating this here on different rings all the way around the entire structure here for the future. And I'm going to set myself a goal. I'm hoping I'm going to stick to the goal. At least one side a week has to be done. Right around. It's a lot of work. It doesn't look like a lot of work, but trust me, go watch the last couple episodes. It's a whole bunch of work. So yeah, I'm going to try to do that all the way around. We are just about to start on something different this episode. That's right, no more decorating. It's back to building. That's right. Now, what we're doing this episode, guys, is we're going to be starting on our mob farm, okay? We're going to be starting on the mob farm. Yes, that's right. Now, we talked about this before. I'm hoping to build the laser cannon of Doom version 3 over the top of the existing structure. So it sort of looks like a spaceship, or it looks crazy. It literally looks like it's going to destroy the world. And that should look really nice over the top of it. Obviously, it's going to be Mayan themes, like we can't make blue. That's just silly. Doesn't work like that. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. So, yeah, so something like that over the top. The farm is not meant to be the fastest farm in the world, and I'm acknowledging that already. Remember, we do a lot of our work around main base, so if this farm is running 24/7, we're going to get so many items, if you know what I mean. So normally I build farms far away, and I have to travel that distance and sit AFK for any items. This time around, since we're building nearly all our farms in and around, or on top of our base here, well, items are going to build up, and we're going to have to build some bloomin' big storages, if you know what I mean. Holy smokes. Okay, so first things first, the structure of this side is obviously daunting. Starting any sort of major project like we're just about to is very daunting, it's very, very challenging. I think marking things out is very important. So that's probably the very first thing that we're going to do this episode, is start marking out the odds and ends. We'll go click on this guy here, because is he carrying around a bucket? He's carrying around a bucket here. Okay, just checking what he's got. Alright, let's go ahead, head on inside, and what we'll do is start a shopping list. Yes, that's right, the good old shopping list. Time to do that, okay? I think that's a good idea. Let's do this. Alrighty then, guys. I've got pretty much the shopping list together. Oh, that was a bit of iron there. What we're going to go ahead and do is climb up, because unfortunately I removed the water access going up into the iron farm. So this means I no longer have access up there. So what I'm going to do is just sort of scaffold up the side here. I'm going to have to put that access back in very soon. It's not going to work. But for now, scaffolding up the side of our build is just fine. Hoping for no splatitude today. I think all the fans are going to love if I go splat. But let's I keep getting good XP, and then all of a sudden, like, I just kill it all the time. I haven't been AFK fishing in a while, so yeah, the iron sort of hasn't been building up. Yeah, see, there's the old hole there. I'm pretty sure she's sealed up. Yeah, she's sealed up. So that's okay. Alright, so now what we need to do now is we need to find the center of the structure. Alright, let's go find the center of the structure by just sort of building a roof. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. There we go. Okay, so I think it was this side. Yes, this side all the way along. Perfect. So I think we're nearly roughly in the middle of the structure, judging by our bridge here. But we'll do one more, okay? So it's pretty easy to tell the middle of any structure by just building in from the sides here. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Okay, and then we sort of just hit the center here. Yep, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Just make sure it's steady, because it would suck if you're building such a gigantic structure. Could you imagine the fans if it was 1 or 2 block, like, shifted the wrong way? I think I would get in a lot of trouble, but there you go. This is the center of the farm. They sort of just hit together right there. It's a 4 center. Unfortunately, there's no actual single block center, so it's a 4 center. That's unfortunate. We'll just leave this row here for now, but we'll take that off here for now. Okay, so that's done and dusted. All right, let's go straight up. What we'll do to measure it, we'll go, I'm thinking, guys, how far? How far do you reckon the structure needs? Oh, it needs to be decent distance. So I'm thinking, oh, jeez. Okay, I'm thinking at least 20 blocks from here up, okay? Because the structures cannot be touching when one's built. The structures, it has to be floating in the sky. It has to look like it's some sort of mothership that's sort of pulled over the temple, okay? You're sort of picturing what I'm getting at now? So I'm thinking at least 25 blocks up, okay, from here. That's just the start. That's just sort of the splat pad area of doom, okay? So here we go. Don't need to count, because I've designated 25 blocks. Once we run out of blocks, that's it. So up we go. Okay, that's perfect 25 blocks up. Let's go make ourselves a little bit of a safety area here. Oof. We are nearly just as high as the mountain. This is going to be nuts, guys. This is absolutely going to be nuts. It looks kind of cool from here, though. I'm looking down there at the structure that we built last episode. That's looking fantastic. Yeah, I think a 25 is good. Now, okay, so we're at the 25 limit. Let's build ourselves... Give me that back. Let's build ourselves a nice extra round structure, just so we'll fit some chests up here later on. All right, there's a whatchamacallit, torch. We're still dead center. We should be still dead center, I'm hoping. That's the center block. We sort of built out that way. Okay. There's no center block data. Just remember that. Alright, no, let's take that off, because that's going to confuse me. That's going to confuse me. I'm so used to having an actual center block. That's the center block. These are the 4 center blocks, I should say. Alright, what I can do is just this. Thicken it up. There's the 25. Alright, so just so I don't get confused in the future. Alright, wrap this around like this. Perfect. We shouldn't have any splatitude. Done. Now I can sort of just really thicken it up, because we're going to have some chests up here. We're going to need some chests and all sorts of stuff. But this is also going to be the splat pad collection area. Okay, so now we're going to go... So this will be the splat pad collection area. Don't forget, guys, it will still go deeper. And I'll explain soon what I actually mean by it's going to go down further. But that's just the actual... how do you put it? That's just the actual decoration, or the case. There, the case of the farm, the actual laser cannon of doom. So let's go up now. I'm going to go 30 blocks straight up to start the first one. Yep, 30 blocks, including that's 31. So here we go. I'm going to keep on going. I don't know. Don't ask before you say, Data, how are you getting down from here? Well, you see, hoping to jump into the iron farm. Hoping. Fingers crossed. Alright, there. Okay. we are now, this is where the first spawning area is going to start. There's the splat pads, these are the spawning area. I'm trying to mark it out because a farm this size, again, it's not really meant to be huge, but it's still quite a build. A farm this size is still going to need some work. It's going to need a butt ton of work. So this is the 4 center again. I'm just marking the 4 center. I'm going to go out this way, and I'm going to go out this way. And I'm going to go out this way. Whoa. I just jumped over that one. Aim for the water, Data. Aim for the water. If you fall, aim for that flaming water. Okay. Alright. So, that's the center. This is the center? Right. So, how are we going to do this? So this is the first spawning pads. Maybe we should build the first set of spawning pads. Probably a good idea. So the center here, we might need to thicken it up. There's no way to get rid of not having a 4 center. So you can sort of do that, and that, and that, and that. That thickens it up. And I'm just doing this for a reason. I'll show you why shortly. There we go. Taking it that way. It's actually creating a dark shadow. I can feel the little bit of a lag as we're placing the blocks in. It shouldn't do that anymore, but I'm getting a little bit of jerkiness as we go along. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to leave the 2 gap in the middle. And that gap there. Yeah, no, so it's just... I'm thinking, guys. Give me a second. I'm sort of thinking to myself as we go, because this... Alright, we got this. Relax. Breathe. Okay, the first thing we need to do is this section here is going to be where we start the pat. Okay, so let's go out this direction. Yep, we're going out this direction. Alright, so the pad needs to be 1 block like that. And it sort of needs to be a 4 block like that. Perfect. No, it needs to be 1 further over than this. My bad. Oh. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and remove this, because I'm moving it 1 block over, and I'll show you why in a minute. You'll kind of work out why. We're going to take our packed ice, okay? And we're going to connect it right around. Now, everybody should remember this part from a long time ago when I built that crazy mob farm. Don't try not to slide off. It is very slippery. Done. Okay, is that perfect? Ah, that's nice. That's absolutely nice. Perfect gap and all. I'm going to do a nice gap between all 4 of them because I could probably separate them nicely. The problem is the size. That's what I'm thinking. This is going to be one hell of a structure, actually. So that block, that block, that block, that block, all removed. Get some powered blocks here. Replace them all the way around. Okay? Done. Alright? Done. Now, normally you'd get track and you'd put them in here. I don't have any powered rail or anything. We're just marking out the first layer. Right, let's sort of slide on over. Done. Alright, and then what you would do is probably build up 2 or 3, then do another one. We're going to probably go 6 to 8 high. And we're probably going to be hitting build limits by then. Just saying. Okay? Just saying. I'm not testing the gravity. So I'm just seeing some fan chatter saying, test the gravity, jump off. The iron farm's still working brilliantly. Okay, so that's one corner. It kind of sucks because normally I have a 1 gap like this. See, I normally have glass here. So the mobs would fall off and fall down. And then I'd have a 1 gap and then the same structure. The problem is, it kind of sucks having a 2 gap in the middle here. So I could probably bring it back by 1. If we're going to have a 2 gap in the middle, we could bring it back by 1. No, that's fine. The splattage will go there. No, the splattage should go there. We need to bring it back by 1. I'm just being totally honest. We're probably going a little bit too large. We can sort of shrink it down a bit. So, we'll build this next one. So, come on out. Alright, we'll build this next one. Same sort of thing. But this time around, instead of going out by that many, we can deconstruct that other one by that. Okay? Grab our packed ice here. Wrap it around. It's getting dark up here, I do know. It's okay. We should be okay, relatively okay up here for now. There's nothing really huge. Not huge spawning pads of doom. There we go. All right, let's put a torch down just in case. All right, come back on over here. Remove this. There, right around. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah. See, we've sort of reduced it already. That's fantastic, which is great. And we've got to do the same with the other thing, and it would make a 2-gap center. Okay, which is fine. They'll splat there. They'll splat there. There's my 2 glass center there, keeping them apart, if you know what I mean. So that's completely fine, guys. Let's go ahead and try to ring. We have a super chat from Zach. Mate, thank you very much for supporting the channel. He says, data splat inbound. I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. I think he's counting on it, and I don't think so. All right, so let's go ahead and quickly remove what we've just done. We're probably going to lose a few things. Actually, some of this might end up in our iron storage, so we're going to have to check that out later. Our iron storage is almost full. I haven't done any AFK fishing recently, so it hasn't had time to build up anymore, because we can't really deal with an iron overflow problem right now. Alright, take all that out, which is going to break it all, and just do the same thing, wrap it around again. I think, did I move it back? Did I, hang on. Yeah, I did. Okay, see, there we go. We got the 2 gap in the middle, yeah. Okay, lovely. I just didn't want to spread them out too much. I think that was just a little silly, if you know what I mean. You're probably wondering, oh, Data, I'm new to the channel, and I don't know what farm you're actually building right now. I'm building 2 sets of my farms. Well, I'm trying to replicate the laser cannon of doom, which if you just Google it, I'm pretty sure I'm #1 up there. Somebody can confirm, that would be nice. And the second thing is, this is the mob farm of doom, which pretty much what happens is you have powered rail all the way around the room that we're standing in right now. So you'd have power track there, corner track, so on and so on. And a large slime goes around and around and around the center here. And what that actually does is, this is a spawning pad. This is packed ice. They can spawn on it, right? And what's actually going to happen is, this is going round and around and around. Mobs will spawn on, and they actually get knocked off and slide off the ice really smoothly. And that's what actually happens. And we're building this inside a structure called Laser Cannon of Doom, because in that mob farm, I used pistons to push them, not slimes. So we're sort of combining the first 2 together to make like Laser Cannon 3.0, because I'm pretty sure I built 2 of the laser cannons before. So yeah, people saying, yep, it's first in the YouTube search. Your video is in the first suggested search. Sweet, cool, thank you. I'm not sure about Google search. You'll have to Google search too. I'm not even sure if I've come up on Google search as well. But there we go. That's 2 of them out, and they you guide them down by putting glass in the middle here. Guide them down to the splat pad, which is 31 blocks down. We're going to use magma blocks to finish off any mobs that survive the drop. But from here, it's 32 actually. And then it's sort of, as it gets higher, 30, 40, 50 block drops, like ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, okay? So, yeah, and then I'll explain how we're going to wrap this thing shortly. Let's just build the other couple of sides now. Same thing. We're going to come out here. We've thickened it up, so, which is fine. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Done. And then come around, break all this. Yeah, so do this. We'll probably get some tracks very shortly. This is going to be one hell of a project, guys. It's not going to be done overnight. I'm warning people now, because unfortunately you get some people out there that think, you know, holy smokes, this farm's going to be done quick. No, this is survival. You build these structures this sort of large, you're going to get a build. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a really good challenge, but you're going to feel really cool when finishing it. And take that out. Done. And that's the 2 gap in the middle like I wanted. Perfect. Alright, everything is looking really, really... Data, I'm 1 off. I'm 1 off. That's not nice. Don't say that. I'm 1 off. 1 off. No, I'm not 1 off. I hate trolls sometimes. I'm like, oh no, I'm 1 off. Alright, so do the same thing over here. Whoopsie daisy. I'm definitely 1 off there. There. Okay, that's nice. Come back over here. Fill all these in. I shouldn't be filling it all in, actually, because I'm just about to do this right around. Now, to make even faster mob farms nowadays, unfortunately, they've changed how mobs actual spawn, and closer to the bedrock, technically nowadays, the faster your mob farm will be. So I keep stressing this, that this is not going to be the fastest mob farm in the world, but she should be pretty quick. We've done testing with this farm before, and she is definitely quick, because as they spawn, they get knocked off. As they spawn, they get knocked off. So as soon as they spawn, they should be off in the first couple of seconds. So remember, that's how a mob farm works. The faster you can get them to spawn, and the faster you get them to their death, the better the farm is. So the slower you get them to the death, the respawn is just so horrible. So take all this out now. Done. Look at that. So we've now managed to, let's go put a torch over here until we got tracks in here and glass in here. We haven't set up the glass just yet. Hooah! There we go. Just put that around, because as soon as we sort of walk away from this area, we're probably going to have spawns up here, which is not a good thing for us. Anyway, so that's that done. And what I'll do is, normally you put, as I was saying, glass, which we won't do just yet. I've got to get some glass when we get off of here. So let's go back down to the splat pads now and have a look on how we're doing. So let's get off of here. This is all measured out perfectly. So down we go. Down, 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 down. Back to the splat pads, which is 32 blocks away. Back to the splat pad area. There we go. Let's put a torch down here as well. Just so, how's that looking? Ooh. Oh, bugger, I didn't do the last side with the redstone blocks. That looks cool. That looks like thrusters from a spaceship. That's flaming awesome. Okay, there. Anyway, that's done. So for this bottom part now, it's quite easy. See these gaps here? See, for this would be easy. This is going to be glass block. That's 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 going to be glass block. This is the splat pad right here. Okay, should be relatively easy to get. So this would be the splat pad. Actually, probably build it up one higher. Because I'm going to use, see how we're going around? Let's build the bottom block anyway. I'm just trying to aim one more block, I think. Looking up. Are we one block off? Yeah, we are doing fine. And then we just sort of wrap this around. So we're really, really close, and then you should be technically, if you wanted to tell, you should be able to fit an entire freaking, whatchamacallit. I think we need to go one further, to be honest with you. We might need to go one further than that. We should be one block out, actually. Yeah, I think we haven't gone... No? It feels right. It does feel right. The splat pad area feels roughly right. Should be larger than the what I'm trying to say, should be larger than the ice packs. There you go. And it is larger. I'm looking straight up. I can't hit my mouse any further. That's completely right. So I'm double guessing. I'm always triple checking, because I keep stressing this. Building a structure of this size and you stuff up, well, guess what? You've got to sort of go through and redo it all. Actually, we could probably count. It's probably a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then across. Yeah. So just remember that. Always double and triple check your measurements. I've got fans to point out that I've stuffed up. So unlike you, if you've built it one too many blocks over or whatever, you're in big trouble little Chinatown. They're going to have to redo the whole bloody thing, or rip it down and move it over. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the bum. There you go. So that's splat pad. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, you could just follow the neighbour, technically. See? There we go. Oh, they can't follow the neighbour there, can you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Straight across. Alright, so we'll probably use magma blocks as well, because, as you know, mobs now... He's stuck in the wall down there. Mobs nowadays spawn with, like, feather falling enchants and all sorts of stuff. Had problems... Well, okay. Yep. I stuffed that one up straight away. had problems back in the day, as I was saying. There we go. Fixed, guys. Fixed. Relax. I had problems back in the day with mobs surviving even a 40 block drop. But nowadays we got things like campfires, which still do the trick. They'll burn them to death. Magma blocks, all those sort of things will do the trick just fine to control anything that survives. Back in the day, you didn't really have none of that. So it was a bit of a pain in the bum trying to get rid of the leftover spawns. That's what I'm trying to say. Leftover spawns that were still in the actual, the splat pad area. Normally, hopefully, you're just too far away so they'll despawn eventually. That's how it used to work anyway. That's how my farm used to work. Alright, so there we go. So the splat pad's now installed. We're going to have a track, obviously, going through the magma block. The magma block will be built on this level. Okay, you're probably now wondering, and I need to sort this out, how the Flaming Galah will end up wrapping this entire farm. Well, this entire farm will be quite easy to wrap, okay? Now, I remember for a fact the old laser cannon of doom used to go up by 4 blocks. So I'm going to do 3 instead of 4. The fourth block was for redstone, but we don't have any redstone because we're not using piston pushers. So I would start around here, and I'd go 1, 2, 3, out, up, break that block, make sure you break it, and then 1, 2, 3. And then that is going to make a wing that's going to come out here, and then a wing that comes out here. Then you've got like a square platform on the side. I don't know if anyone remembers that, and that's how that we're going to do. And then it's sort of, whoa, we got a super chat from Steve. Steve, thank you very much for supporting the channel. He says hi from Nebraska. Hope I got that right, mate. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, Steve. But that's pretty much how it's going to do. So this will go up, but stare outwards, but every 3 blocks. It's not like that down there. So, you know, that's like every 5 blocks. It's not going to be an upside down pyramid almost, because we went around and around and around on the pyramid. This has no corners. Remember, it has no corners. It has lasers on the corners, okay? You got to remember that. So we won't be putting in, obviously, just yet. We won't be putting in the case just yet. We'll probably start on that soon. But you know what's going to be really cool about this farm? We're going to have viewing pads in the case. So normally the wings would come out the side, but we have all that space now. What do we do with all that space? We literally install. We go ahead and we install like slabs and glass to look through at the dark pads. How cool is that? And that'll be wrapped right around the farm. So we're going to have like a viewing platform to view the farm. We'll have ladders going in and out. The only problem is how we're going to probably have to use ender pearls to get up here. That's what I'm trying to say. We're definitely going to have ender pearls to get up here, because I don't want to connect this structure with our main base. Remember, it's meant to be floating above our main base. That is the whole goal here, guys. Floating above the main base. Let's go ahead and get down from here now. I'm going to get some tracks. That's right. We're getting tracks next. Installing the tracks and doing the second level up there. Let's go down. We'll have a look how it's going from a distance. It's not going to look like anything for now. But let's have a quick squiz what it looks like from a distance. So out we come. We'll get rid of all this. We'll make some ladders up. We need something a little bit more permanent, if you know what I mean, because we're going to be working on this for a few episodes. And guys, I think what we'll end up doing is switching it out. So we'll probably work on this for a couple episodes, and we might work on something else for a couple episodes. So don't stress. We won't be working on the same thing for 10 episodes straight, if you know what I mean. Okay. Wow. You could definitely tell something big is coming there. Something mega is coming. It's going to be awesome. I think we're probably going to hit build limit on this one, guys. Definitely build limit because of how far up we are. That is, come on, how cool is that? It's pretty cool. I'm missing one side there, but hey, let's go ahead and scaffold on up now. Alrighty, so we are now back up the top. I'm going to go fix the first thing I'm going to fix is obviously placing in the redstone bricks around the corner here that I didn't do. We'll swap out our axe here. There we go. Right around like that. So that was missing. Get rid of, we'll leave the torch there for now. So go ahead and grab your powered rail and literally power rail all the way around. And you could do this on all the corners. So just go, be careful jumping around like a Fruit Loop, because you miss, you're going to fall off. There you go. Just go right around and then sort of, whoa, switch it out. Done. Perfect. Now switch out for the corner rails, like so. Alright, now this poor Bob is going to go round and round and round and round and round. Oh, jeez. But they're going to be named so they don't despawn and they constantly just go around. So, back in the day, I built towers with like 10 levels of these per tower. And I had 4 towers, which was absolutely nuts, if you know what I mean. But nowadays, we're just building a single tower of these a little bit further apart than normal. Yeah, this is definitely further apart than normal, but I think she should work still quite well, going round and round and round. It's going to be pretty cool. We'll see, we'll see. Hoping this farm's still going to function as well as she did back in the day. But there, done. And you'll take out the torch now, and what you end up doing is fill it up, glass it. That's right, and glass the entire thing. Go up by 2, by the way, guys. And the glass is transparent, so this means the slime can travel around through it without dying or taking damage. And how you get the slime in the actual chamber is very easy. You'll come out, you'll probably, to be honest, be that side, but let's pretend we're out that side, and we would break a single block, and literally that's it. You'll have a track running into it, and that's all that will happen. As you have a powered rail running into this track, and a slime in a cart, name tagged, and then she'll hit that track and then constantly loop around. See? Very easy to get them inside. It's not that hard. So back in the day when I very first built this farm here, I got called hacker and all sorts of names under the sun. It was because people thought, oh, it was near impossible. How do you get that many slimes? And having a slime farm, obviously that's going to help you out a lot. Having a slime farm, but name tagging all the slimes so they don't despawn also helps you out a lot too. But yeah, it was a long, lengthy process of live streams that we got 4 towers, 4 of these 10 levels high full. So, but we're not doing that large this time around. But yeah, so build it up 4 levels tall. Actually, to be honest, probably, no, just in case we got spawns there. Let's put a piece of glass block there anyway. And it literally is just going to do the spinneroonie. Nice and tall. And that's where you build your second one. We'll build the second one in a second. Just to sort of show what I mean by the second level. There we go. Break the glass. Out we come. But yeah, this also stops mobs from walking back on the track, which, as you know, is a disaster. If something walks back on the track, GG, the cart will stop, and then you've got all sorts of problems. So having glass blocks here also stops the mobs walking back. They will slide off the pad here. But see, that's all you got to do. See what we've done all the way around? Really simple. Literally grab your redstone block. You're tall right now. We're 3 blocks up, so you're tall enough not to affect the slime at all. Don't have it any shorter, or else yes, you will suffocate the slime. No good. So this is 3 blocks tall, and again, see how easy that is. And then just go ahead and add yourself in the corners, and we're already starting on the second level here. How easy is that? I'm going to go literally I'm going to go up at least, break that one. I'm going to go up at least, I would say, 6 blocks minimum, 6 to 8, to be honest with you. That's the minimum. We're not trying to break records with this farm. I keep telling people that, but we're still trying to get a nice, quite quick farm for what we've got. That's also what I'm trying to say. And see, that's done. And you could literally do the next level. And I'm going to do the next level. So it's easier just to do one at a time. And then go that one, do that one, then that one, then that one. Just do one at a time. Okay? Now be careful. Unfortunately, this is packed ice. That means mobs, now they tend to not spawn in the radius of the player. Because we're right here. Like, being right here, it's preventing mobs from spawning. But as you get further away, that's looking quite nice for a spawning pad, if you know what I mean. For mob spawns, anyway. See? Done and dusted. See how easy this actually is to rinse and repeat. It's just getting the slimes up here is a bit of a pain in the bum. And then sealing her up is also going to be a bit of a pain in the bum. Alrighty, guys. It is all done. That's all 4 towers at 8 high. That is right. All 4 towers, 8 high, done and dusted. I come up with an idea. I was talking to the audience before of removing the center block up each one of the middle here, and maybe having a piston system on top to remove blocks to turn it off during the day. That would be pretty cool. Maybe something like that later on will be really, really, really cool. But there's 4 done and dusted. We're going to go ahead and get down from there. It was one hell of a grind to get it done. Let's get a couple of buckets back so we can use it for later. I'll probably set up a proper... Gonna have to set up a proper system to get up and down here soon, but for now that's fine. Let's go ahead and just jump down, and we'll see what it looks like from a distance already. But something big is coming, guys. Something mega is coming. It's not really meant to be big too, but it's gonna be big. So down we go, and then we'll go ahead and yeah. Come on, almost there. There we go. Oh, wait a sec. Hang on, I don't want anything nasty spawning near my villagers, so I'm just putting in some torches there. Alright, down we go, this last little section. And that's all the dirt removed. We'll run at the end and have a quick squiz on what she's starting to look like so far. But just remember, it's got no casing or anything else. It won't look anything like a laser cannon of doom just yet. But, there you go. Have a look at that. See, I told you something big was coming. That is absolutely fantastic. It's looking brilliant, guys. Absolutely looking brilliant. Alright, I think it's time to call it now. Thanks for watching episode 33 here of Minecraft Down Under. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you smash all those buttons. It'll be much appreciated. Big shout out to all the super chatters. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. It does help out smaller YouTubers like myself. Thanks to the mods for modding. And I'll catch us all later.